Hi, my name is Mike Weir, and for the next 8 weeks, we'll be spending some time together on MHA 600, talking about teams and team building. Wanted to take an opportunity to say hi, so you get to see if put a name with a face, and kind of give you some ideas on where my philosophy, where I think where the course is going. Right now, I'm in Wilmington. I'm across the river from Wilmington, North Carolina, and towards the end of the course, I'll be moving back up to New York City. We have a place in both areas. My wife still works in New York as a vice president and senior vice president and director of a large international bank. And during the wintertime, well, we snowbird down here in North Carolina, and she works remotely. And then we go back to New York where our families are, and then she goes in from Long Island to New York City every day. We also go on a couple vacations a year, but none of that should really bother you, and that's why we're all online. Because if there's an internet connection, we have this opportunity to talk, and we also have phone, so we're in good shape. Uh, I want to kind of talk real quickly about my thoughts on graduate school and teaching. The days of undergraduate school and the days of are gone. You're all probably working somewhere now. We'll find all that out when we have the icebreaker questions answered. My biography and everything is on the icebreaker, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about me. But what we really are looking for, and I guess differentiate between the idea of training and education. As an undergraduate, we're trained a lot. We're given a bunch of facts, and we kind of semi-assimilate them, but most of the time just regurgitate them back in tests and quizzes and all that kind of stuff. The idea for me for graduate school is this is a time where we kind of put that all together, all the things we've learned plus our life experiences. Uh, I'm not a person who wants to play gotcha. I think my goal as a teacher or as an instructor, whatever you want to call it, is to facilitate your continuing growth and continuing development as leaders in the healthcare industry and to develop your critical thinking skills, your writing skills, because as a 24-year employer in that field, those are the things that I find there are the differentiation between outstanding employees and people that are moving up and people that are just kind of sitting where they always sat. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Uh, I think that you're all adults, and I want to treat you like adults. So there'll be not a lot of, I hope there's none, childish, parent to child interaction. I expect to be treated as an adult in return. I tell students I have that look at this as a job. If you're going to miss a day at work, you call up before you miss the day. I feel the same way with this job of being a student. Uh, I won't tell you how to get a good. I'll tell you to get a good grade is do complete work. To get a bad grade is pretty easy too. Don't turn your assignments in on time. Be late. Don't tell me you're going to be late. Just kind of let me be surprised about it. So on Monday morning when I go to look at the log for people that were up late on Sunday night getting their assignment done, your name isn't there. There's somebody getting it done. I've gotten both of my master's degrees while I worked full time, so I understand the difference between and the problems we all have balancing our schoolwork and our family work and our work or employment together. Uh, I'm real comfortable that there's going to be a time for some of us during this next 8 weeks where things we can't keep all three balls in the air at one time. Uh, Let me know. Last semester, I had someone, or 2 semesters ago, I had someone at the end of the year, the hospital where she worked, they were just going crazy about getting all the billing done. And she was working until 8, 9 o'clock at night, coming home, having to be a mom. And she said, Mike, I won't be able to get the paper done on Saturday. That's fine. Or Sunday. That's fine. Or could I have a 2-day extension? Yeah. Uh, because we have those other things. We have I always remembered of the late football coach Vince Lombardi, and he said the three most important things in your life should be God, family, and the Green Bay Packers. With the Green Bay Packers being your job, so those things come ahead of us. The same thing. I think we have a 3-day weekend coming up in somewhere in this semester. If we do, lots of people. That's the depressurizing 3-day vacation. If that's the case, let me know. Say, I'd really like to get it done Sunday, but we're going to be in fill in the blank camping out or something with the family. Could I bring it in Tuesday? Yeah, I'm okay with that. The other thing is, while we're talking about papers and grades, uh, most of the time everybody hits it, but every so often, and I've done it, and I know you have or will do it in your time, you miss the point and you go off in left field, and the question, everybody's going this way and you're going this way. Uh, Most of the time, if you develop it well, I'm okay with that. But don't ever feel like if you just completely miss the boat, that you know I've missed the boat. I'm going to get a B I'm going to be doomed, or a C for the rest of my life. Drop me a line, an email. We'll talk about it, and maybe we can do a makeup. Maybe because the idea of this is to learn. The idea of this is not to get an A. An A just represents, I don't know what it does, but I want you to finish this course and say, I know more and I'm a better a candidate for further uh, moving on in the healthcare field because of this course. So it does do me no good if you're really trying hard to not help you make that goal. Now, if it's and I'm pretty good at this, I think, but if it's a paper that you started writing at 11:45 p.m. on Sunday night and just get it in by midnight on Sunday night, and it's a 3 or 4 page paper that you've written in 15 minutes, I'm not going to have a lot of sympathy for that. But if you're giving it a shot and really working hard, we can look at doing some other things. Um, Again, uh, how to do bad. Don't proofread your paper. Uh, Give it a half baked effort. Just kind of say, oh, I got to figure something out here, so I got a half an hour at lunch. I'll scribble some stuff down, put it on the computer, and send it in. If it doesn't show me like you're being serious about the place, I don't know whether I can be serious about you know pursuing this with you. So take your time. If you have problems, let me know. Again, that's probably the other key thing I want to emphasize. Uh, I am getting paid to help you to be part of your team to continue your education. I That means that I'm available for you when you need me, not when I need you. Um, so if you have a question, you have a thought, uh, email is the quickest way to get in touch with me. I promise that I try to answer my emails from students within an hour. If not, for some reason I'm out doing something, I will answer. I guarantee I answer in 24 hours, but I try to get right back to you because I know with work and family and everything, and you send me a message, you may not have time to sit around and wait for 2 hours later. Your phone may be someplace else. So the quickest way to get in touch with me if you have questions is email. Uh, we can set up phone conversations. I have no problem with that. I stay up till 11 o'clock at night, so if you're working on a paper after work at 9:30 and you have a question, don't worry that you're going to wake me up. You won't. Um, so communications is really a key, and I'm available for you as much as need be. Um, let's see. I want to talk a little bit about the course itself. Uh, the business, the organizational end of it. There's I think the key to the course is these modules. In the module, you have a discussion board, you'll have reading assignments, and you have a written assignment in each one. Um, let's talk about discussion board real quick. I wanted a graduate level discussion board. I want you to, and I'll give you an example. When I was teaching online and undergraduate courses, say I asked a question about, infant mortality, and somebody to write down, oh, the answer is give everybody health care in the world, and the infant mortality will go away. Yeah, okay, that's an answer, but that's not, I mean, come on now. I would really like to see you, when you answer the questions, look at it with a much more critical eye. If you propose something, kind of give me some ideas on what's the strengths and weaknesses of it. What's the risks and the involved in doing this? Uh, go down or up to the next level. Don't just put something. I think that this is such and such. I think in the discussion board, if you have references, that's great. If you support your argument with further arguments or further illustrations of what you're talking about, that's great. But don't give me one-liners like that we know is, I love peace, happiness, and I'm going to teach the world to sing. That doesn't work. I want some specificity in what you write that's indicating to me that you're a critical thinker. As far as length goes, I will always say just make it complete. I don't have any key. I give you a guidance, 3, 4 pages. If you go, if you can do it on a page and a half, that's fine. If it takes 6 pages, that's fine too. But if it's 3 to 4 pages, I don't want 75. So you'll find in business that if it's more than 2 pages, most people don't read it. I worked with doctors for a long time, and executives that if you send them a 6 page letter, you're lucky if page 1 and the last paragraph gets read. So again, there's some of the tricks, and we'll talk about. Your first paragraph in any kind of writing, you kind of say what you want to say. You kind of give it a preview, and then you fill in all the facts, figures, and information. And on the end, you kind of wrap it up and say, "This is what I proved, and this is why this is what I said, and this is why I said it." When I was in the Navy, we used to have to write everything on 1 page. It was called a point paper, and every word on there was power packed. So discussion boards, make them complete. Don't give me, I think this and I think that and I think the next thing without any analysis backing up where your thoughts came from. Also, on the comments, undergraduates are noted for, "Oh, Sally, that was really good," or "Oh, John, what a fine thought." Nah, not so good. I want to again. I want reasons why you thought it was really good, or what you think it can contribute, or how you could put some more ideas in it. Or if you don't disagree with it, disagree with it. Again, it's business, and it's also, I want you to be civil and nice, and don't go, "That was the most stupid thing I've ever read." Nah, no place on there for that. So complete, well-run discussion boards. I think that's probably the most where the most learning goes on the discussion board in a good course. Um, Readings, there's required readings, and then there's ancillary readings or suggested readings. They're up to you if you'd like to read them, if you want. There's some things I found that I thought were interesting, and if you have insomnia some night and you're looking for something to read, they're really good. They're not required since there's no tests, so to speak. I just give you a bibliography, some other places to look. The few that are outside the book that I want, I've put in required readings. Again, you've got a great, 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 great library that's accessible from everywhere, and you can use that, please. Uh, that's my dog. That in your readings, also, I have depending on your book, what kind of a learner you are. There's the chapter in the book. I have PowerPoint presentation that kind of guides you through that chapter, And I also have a lecture that I've done that kind of verbally walks you through the chapters. They're about an hour long. So if you how you best learn, you have kind of all three. You read outlines, or you can hear me blabber. Uh, that but also every week I'll put just kind of an introduction to the readings assignments, the theme of the unit. There'll be about 10 minutes, and I'll give you some ideas on issues, and kind of talk about maybe what we want, what I was looking for on the discussion board, or where I'm going to go on the discussion board when I write in. So there'll be a little Monday or Tuesday. I'll have a kind of an intro to it. So, but you can look now. You have all the lectures recorded. Um, in the light of full disclosure, those lectures I did for the course I taught last summer, the same course. So you'll find a lot of things in there like, oh, we just had I hope you had a great 4th of July. Yeah, the book's the same, the lecture's the same. So um, I just want you to realize that I know that also. Um, uh, don't I guess to kind of sum up, this is an education journey for you and for me. I learn from students. It's not uh, it's a time that we should be becoming better and smarter. Use all the resources you possibly can. Again, quickest way to contact me, email. You have my phone number if you need to do that. We'll try to set up an online class a little bit for that. So all these things are going to be available to you. So please use them. If you have any problems, give me a call or drop me an email. Email's fastest. I can respond to that. We both have a record of it. So sometimes if I'm driving along and I say, oh, yeah, I'll get to that, and I'll forget about it, I get mixed up with my grocery list. So email's probably the best way to do it. I'm looking forward to it. I hope to bring some insights into your life about this that you are exciting and you haven't thought about. And I hope to get the same from you. Okay, thanks very much.